Everyone, welcome again to another LazyArquitecto show where we teach you AutoCAD in a way that is more productive, right? So you can stop wasting your time. As always, we show up here each Friday at 9 a.m., and that is Pennsylvania in the United States time. So today we're going to have an awesome task that we're going to streamline, and hopefully it's going to save you plenty of time. All right. So let me see. We have some comments on the chat already because we are live. Thomas is on the chat. Thomas says, "Good morning. I have to leave for work soon, but I'll save it for later." Good morning, Thomas. Thank you for being here with us today in another Lazy Arquitecto live stream, right? Um, so let's start preparing for the presentation then. Let me see over here. Okay. So as always, we're gonna have some time by the end of the presentation to answer any of your questions. So you can just put it in the chat, and I'll be able to answer you live again by the end of the presentation. So let me start then. Let's go ahead and let's state. Let me see over here. Mm, Okay, let me hide this comment for a moment and let's state the problem. So, most of the time, when we are working on our title sheet, or also known as cover sheet, we need to modify our sheets. For instance, most of the time I need to, let's say, add a sheet. So I'll have to, move these items down so I can make some space to add a sheet here. Then come here, copy my sheet, and then start renaming it and so on. But you can see some of the problems I face. Some of these lines are missing and so on. And the same happens if I want to remove a sheet, right? So if I remove one sheet like so, I'll have to manually adjust this table over here, move it up, copy a couple of lines. So you got the idea. It's a mess. It's a problem. So let's see how we can streamline this process so we can save plenty of time, right? So that's the whole idea of today's presentation. Let's go right away and start preparing. So I'm gonna go ahead and change to the preparing mode, and I'm gonna undo a couple of times. So I don't fine. So while I'll prepare for today's presentation, let me know in the chat, how are you doing? Where are you connecting from? That would be interesting to know. I know we have folks from all over the world, all the way from New Jersey to India to Argentina. Great to have this live here in the United States. able to connect with you all over the world. Actually, let's see what. Natural page 92 is on the chat. It says, hi, Natural. And you're new to the live stream. Is that okay? Welcome aboard. It's Irving, AutoCAD certified professional, and we have this live stream every Friday at 9 a.m. So your time is important. And you can learn. Right. From Chile. Hey, that's nice to know. People from South America also connected today, by the way. From Peru, if you that's in South America. Yeah, that's nice. Nice. Welcome again. Alright, let me see what I'm gonna do today, right? We already stated the problem. You just arrived. We're gonna streamline the process of adding, removing heat on our title. But you can see right now it's line very very necessary. We have a lot of it, right? These are just few items we have. Friend Nacho and needs to be stood out. Oh, sure. I mean, we're in the preparation mode, so let me see. Or let me just turn it off. Nacho can't hear you. All right, thank you for letting me know, Nacho. I think we're good now. All right. So I think we are ready to present. As always, you're gonna have time by the end of the presentation to ask your questions. You can put it on the chat, and then I'll be able to read it later. Thank you, Nacho. So let me go and let's go to the presentation then. So let me hide myself so you have a cleaner screen. All right, awesome. All right, guys. So let's see how we can streamline this process, right? Make it easier for ourselves. We don't want to mess around with little lines moving here and there, moving text here and there, and then have to readjust our table up, and that's a headache. This should be easy for us and quick. So the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna add a table. If you don't know how to start the table command, you can type table, or you can also go to the annotate on your ribbon, annotate tab, and then we'll have the table right about here. So let me click on it. And what I can do here is I'm going to start with the standard. Let me move this out of the way so you can see what we need here. But columns, we have two, and that's 1 and 2. That's all we need, actually. Rows, we have 20 right here. I mean, I didn't count this, but let's accept that for now. We can always add rows or columns later. Let's see. I'm gonna accept that and click OK. And now I can see I have a table right on my pointer. So I'm gonna specify right about here. I'm gonna select like so. So that's the table right now. So you can see, what I can do is I'm gonna align my table with my first data row over here because it now is aligned with the title. So I'm gonna move it up from this point and like so. Now you can see the table width of the rows are a little larger. We're gonna fix that later, don't worry. But for now, what we can do is start copying some of these sheets names, right? So for instance, I'm gonna copy the title, Control C, go here, paste it with Control V, like that. Very, very easy actually. I'm gonna stretch this so I can have more space for the sheets. Um, and you can see I can also go on the sheet and again start copying really, really easy, and pasting with Control V. Now you can see we have another problem here because the text alignment is center, but over here it's aligned to the left. Don't worry, we're gonna fix that easily. But for now, all we have to do is keep copying our sheet names. Again, just Control C, Control V, and so on. You got the idea? But I already did this, so I'm not gonna waste time um, showing you how I copy and paste this stuff again. So I did this already. So, but I just wanted to briefly show you how you do this easily. Control C, Control V, and then of course you can adjust the width of the rows by clicking this grip and then just move it like so, as you can see. Um, now, so let me so that's another thing I wanted to show you was how you create a second row of title over here, right? So for that, what we can do is simply select these two cells, holding the shift key. So select one, hold shift, select the second one, and then we can merge from the ribbon and we can say merge by row, like so. And you can see now this is just one big row. So all we have to do now here is go to our properties palette, right? We all know that property palette, and we can just again select that row, and we gotta change the row style from data to title, like so. And that way we can input our second title. We can just Control C, go back, Control V, and here you have it. Now, um, again, let's try to fix some of the issues of this table really quick. For instance, the text justification. Um, but first, I wanna match the row height. As you can see, it's different. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select my table, right? And then what I can do here is scale it. So I'm gonna scale it using the regular scale command. And I'm gonna say scale it from this point with a reference. I'm gonna type R for reference. I'm gonna click my first point and then my second point right about here. And then I'm gonna say to match it with this other row, like so. Great. So now you can see that the row height matches to my previous sheet titles. All right. Next, I'm gonna change the color. So I'm gonna match properties for that. MA. I'm gonna go ahead and match the properties to this table. And you can see now that I have a yellow color, which is great. Now, let's fix the text alignment. For that, you could do this manually, right, on each cell and go into the properties, but there is a faster way to do that. All we have to do is go to the table style. So right now you can see we have standard, that's the text style, I mean the table style of this table right here. I'm gonna create a new one and you can name it as you wish. I'm gonna keep that for now and I'm gonna hit continue. So here you can see the data cell style is of course this information right here for the sheet names. So alignment, if we go to text, we can see that's standard and all of that. But let's go to general, and that's where the alignment is. So I'm gonna specify middle left right here, and then I'm gonna click OK, and then hit close. Now you can see nothing happened. It's because we need to select our table, go to our properties, and assign that table style. So I'm gonna change that. And you can see immediately that my text is now showing to the left. Now, why this other one is not showing? Well, because if you select this, these two cells and you go to the properties, you're gonna see that the row style is not data as these other ones, it's header. So let's quickly change that to data and you can see now that it matches our cell style. All right, so for the title we can do the same. So let's go ahead and do table style. Let's go and say modify, and over here let's say title, and let's go ahead and change to bottom left. Sorry, not bottom left, middle left, remember. And let's click OK. As you can see, now our title is moving like so. All right, so finally, before I show you the entire table and some of the benefits that you're gonna get, let me fix the spacing. You can see over here that the space between the text and the table, it's very short. So what I can do to fix that is, again, go to the table style, hit modify, and there is a margin over here. So it's now 0. So I'm gonna say 1 and click OK. So look what happened now. We're gonna have more space over there. You can specify 1, 2, and so on, but you got the idea. So let me show you now how it will look with the complete table and show you some of the benefits that you'll get. So let me open it. And here we have, that's the table looking beautifully. But now, from now on, you'll never have to waste time with your title sheets. All you have to do is, if in any case you want to remove a sheet, just select it and go ahead and say delete row. And you can see everything will move automatically up accordingly. So this way we can keep removing or adding even sheets. So for instance, let me undo this a couple of times. Let's say I want to let's say I want to remove a couple of sheets. I want to remove all of these sheets. I can just hold in shift, select it, and say delete rows. And you can see everything moves up accordingly. I don't have to mess around anymore. Not only that, but let's say by accident, not by accident, but every project is different. And let's say for this project, I need to add back my equipment plan and schedule. All I have to do is go back to my full table of sheets, and I can go ahead and find my equipment. It's right here, and holding shift I can say control C, And then going back here, I can say insert below. So once I do that, I can go ahead and simply paste it with Control V. As you can see, um, of course, if you don't want to override or you want to keep some of the sheets below, you will need to add one more row below. So insert below. So that way you have two empty rows and then you can paste it with Control V. And here you have it easily, a couple of your sheets for your equipment ready to go. It's so convenient, so easy to move, delete, and add sheets. So hopefully this is gonna save you plenty of time. It does for me every time at the architecture office where I work. So let me know in the chat, what do you think? Do you think this is a nice way to organize your sheets, delete, add sheets on your title sheet or your cover sheet? Let me know. So let's go and let me jump to the chat because we have some time to do Q&A. Let's see. All right. So yeah, let me know on the chat, what do you think? Do you spend a lot of time with your organizing your sheets also? Uh, like I was saying, every project is different usually, right? We might need a roof plan in one project, we might not need a roof plan on another one, and so on. So that's why we are always and constantly updating this. So let me know in the chat. I'll be back in one moment. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. And we are live. So let's see if we have some questions on the chat before we wrap up today's presentation. Let's see. We are live. Nacho is asking, me toma mucho tiempo actuar. Oh, by the way, people who are new to this live stream, I'm Irving, and I am originally from Peru in South America. So that means I speak Spanish. That's my first language. So let's read this question, and I'm gonna try to translate um, to some folks in English. Me toma mucho tiempo actualizar la tabla al realizar cambios en el dibujo. ¿Hay alguna manera de automatizar esto? So you're asking if there is a way to automate this table. So try this So give me. I'll be back, guys. My dog is crying. So let me. I'll be back in a couple of seconds. All right. Jaden, vaya para arriba, por favor. Vaya para arriba. Ya, de ahí te lo pongo. Um, Wait. Oh no. My mic was off. No, that's not good. But Nacho was asking about integrating blocks inside table, and I was saying that that's a good topic actually. Um, that's a good topic for a future live stream. Um, yeah, definitely we can get into blocks counting inside a table. Let's see. Nacho says, for example, counting the number of blocks and entering them into a table. Yeah, yeah, Nacho, that's a great idea actually. Thanks for sharing. And we're gonna take a look at that for a future live stream. All right. Um, let's see. Let's see. We have more questions in the chat. We are live. Remember. Um, Michael says, mm, Michael A is on the chat. Hi, Michael. I think you're new to the live streams. If that's the case, welcome aboard. My name is Irving, and I show up here each Friday around 9 a.m. Pennsylvania, USA time with a new task, a new AutoCAD task, and a new way to streamline that task, right? Michael says, when I batch plot, the PDF file are named after the DWG and layout. How can I change individual file names when batch plotting? Uh, so let me understand your question. You're saying for people who don't know about batch plot, is the same as publish. So let me see if I can do that right now. Batch plot. If you use that command, it will open again the publish dialog box. If you also use publish, it will again give you the same dialog box. But you're asking the PDF file are named after the DWG and layout. How can I change individual file names when? Oh, okay. So you're saying that you have a single PDF with all of your sheets, but you want to plot individual sheets with their individual name. That's what I understand, Michael. If that's the case, there is a system variable, if I remember correctly, that controls that. Let me see if I can find it right now. Mm, I believe it's this one, publish collate. So let's use that. And if we don't know anything about it, we can hit the F1 on our keyboard to get some help from AutoCAD. And says publish collate system variable controls whether plotting a sheet set multi-sheet plot file or plot book can be interrupted by other plus process version are created for each sheet. Maybe apologies processed as a single job. Yep, this is the system variable that you need, my friend. Try it and let me know, Michael, if it works for you. For me, it did. I was having the same problem. Again, this controls um, whether you received one single PDF with all of your sheets or individual sheets with their own name. So try again this system variable, and I'm sure it's gonna work. Sometimes you have to change the value and then restart and reopen AutoCAD. Sometimes. So yeah, let me know, Michael. Michael says no sound. That was before. I'm sure, but thank you, Michael. Yeah, we are live here, guys. That's some of the difficulties, right? The technical part, the mic, the camera, AutoCAD, your comments. It's a lot of stuff, right? My dog barking over there. um, but I like to be live with you, right? It's more excited that just be myself recording a video tutorial on my screen and talking with myself. Right, I stopped doing that many years ago, and I'm not planning to go back to just do videos. I love these live streams, and I believe we are one of the first and only AutoCAD YouTube channels that do their entire content live. So that's something unique from our channel, from the LazyArquitecto. Anyway, let's keep moving. Um, Nacho says, an Autodesk Inventor, el crear un dibujo DWG al realizar un cambio en el ensamble se refleja automáticamente en el dibujo. ¿Se puede hacer esto en AutoCAD? Nacho, ¿qué es ensamble? um, I'm, I'm trying to understand your question, but um, Nacho is asking a comparison between Inventor and AutoCAD. He's saying that there is a feature in Inventor about updating automatically the drawing. Um, he's asking if we can do that in AutoCAD. I just don't understand what's ensemble. But let's see if we can get some clarification from Nacho. Michael says, thank you. Yeah, Michael. I think that was about the batch plot, right? Not plotting individual PDFs. Let's see. All right, guys, we're gonna have a not a contest, a giveaway. We're gonna have a giveaway. Let's see if we can. For the people who are still here, um, let's see. Let's see. How do we do this? Okay. This thing. Okay. So we're gonna have a giveaway, guys. I'm glad that you stick till the end of the presentations, and now you're gonna have a chance to enter to this contest, right? Um, so basically, you just have to type hashtag lazy on the comments, and this is something like I'm trying to implement every Friday during our live streams. To participate to win a $50 AutoCAD task streamlining, right? It's a service I provide to my clients, but I'm trying to pick a winner, a monthly winner here also. So each week we'll pick a winner, um, and you'll keep to choose the final winner at the end of the month. And we're gonna streamline the winner's task live with you, um, because that's our expertise, right? We love when we have a client that say, "Hey, I'm wasting a lot of time doing this task. How can I streamline it?" And that's what we like to do. That's how we like to be creative and start streamlining processes. We do that with dynamic blocks, macro commands, tips and tricks, hacks, Lisp, anything that we can choose to help, right? But anyway, some past tasks that we streamlined for clients include automatic textile consistency with macros, ramp slope automations with dynamic blocks. That was a cool ramp dynamic block where we could, or our client could input the slope in percentage, the number, press enter, and the ramp will adjust accordingly. So that way he didn't have to manually, right, draw a line, let's say uh, 1 to 12 slope. He'll have to draw one line 12 inches, one line 1 inch up, and then manually do that. You don't have to waste time doing that. Um, but then we also have auto numbering, combining macros and dynamic blocks. That was a sequential numbering for blocks that we also help the client with. And all of these, we have videos on the channel. So if you want to um, implement them in your workflow, you could. All right. So Michael is saying lazy, hashtag lazy. That's great. He's participating. Let me see if we have a couple of more comments before we pick a winner for this week. Again, you're not gonna be the final winner. We're gonna pick from each week, from each Friday. We're gonna pick one winner by the end of the month. But last week, I believe Kumar and I forgot the other person's name were the winner. Kumar, if you're watching this live stream, you have to send me your task via email. I think I already told you this, but in order to participate, right, we're gonna show those tasks live here, and you guys are gonna pick which one should we um, streamline, right? Let's see. Um, let's see. Let's see. We have more comments. Oh, Nacho says, mm, gracias. No sabía que se podía hacer eso para generar PDF. Nacho is saying, thank you. I didn't know we could do that to generate PDF. Yeah, Nacho, I mean, publish, it's a way to create PDFs quickly of multiple sheets. And, you can change this system variable publish collate, I think was, to get your PDFs either as one file or as a multiple files. And what I like to do is get it in multiple PDF sheets. So that way, uh, I got them named each correctly. And then what I do is select all of the PDFs, combine them, right click, combine using, I think it's an Adobe PDF feature. And then I just combine it into one single set. So that way I have both ready for me to go. Um, let's say Nacho says assemble equals assembly. Yeah, but what type of assembly we're talking about, right? That's very general. So, but you were saying en AutoCAD Mentor crear un dibujo, realizar un cambio en el ensamble, se refleja automáticamente en el dibujo. Again, you gotta be more specific. What assembly? Like what? Um, we have done also automatic. Maybe let me show you what I'm talking about. We have also done automatic updates for AutoCAD. Let me see if I can show you. For instance, let's see if I can find something here. Oh, here we go. For instance, here we have this dynamic block, right, of a walk-in cooler or freezer with certain doors. And if we stretch our walk-in cooler, of course, we will have more doors. And we have a piece of text called field or smart text that will count those doors and change automatically. So that's, again, an automatic way to reflect changes in a drawing. But again, if you can be more specific, I don't know if this will satisfy what you're asking about assemblies, but we do that all the time here on the channel. Also the same here, we have a dynamic block shelving with a size. And again, if we stretch the size of the shelving, the size text or label will also update immediately. So those are two examples, Nacho. Let's go back to the giveaway. Michael says, thank you. We have 5 people connected live still. That's great. That means you were from the very beginning and you stayed, you stick around. Now is your chance to participate on this giveaway. Nacho, I think we already read that. Michael is participating. Michael says, have you had any issues with your eye from looking at monitor for a long time? Yeah, it's funny that you asked that, Michael, but yes, I had a very a terrible problem with that, with my eyes, to the point where I had to go to the hospital to get help. But the answer is yes, Michael. And you might, maybe you know this because did I share this? Maybe I did in one of my social media platforms, but I forgot where. I believe it was LinkedIn. Maybe you're a connection there in LinkedIn, Michael, or maybe you just randomly guess it. um, but yeah, I had a problem because especially when I was at the university, right, getting my bachelor's in architecture. Because the problem was, um, I I went to the university. I was in front of the computer. Then immediately I had to go to my job, to the office where I work, the architectural firm, and again look at the computer. And then at 9, I had to come back to my house and again look at the computer because I had to do my homework. So, and in those months, oh my God, I just burned my eyes somehow. And yeah, I had to go to the doctor. Until today I sometimes have some problems, but yes, that was the short story, Michael. But I did all I could. I even had this, Michael. Let me see if you can see my screen. uh, I even have these screen protectors. I don't know if you see them, but yeah, I have screen protectors here on my monitors. And I use glasses also once. But yep. So be careful with that, my friend Michael, with your eyes. Mm, autonomous civil engineer is on the chat and says hashtag lazy. Hey, autonomous, what's your real name, man? I think you're new to the live streams. That's the case. Welcome aboard. My name is Irving, and we show up here each Friday at 9 a.m. Um, so, yeah, if your time is important, we are all about streamlining, automating tasks with anything we can share: dynamic blocks, macros, Lisp, tips and tricks, hacks, techniques, anything. um, but yeah, all right, guys, I think we are gonna pick a winner because we're about to wrap up today's presentation. Um, so yeah, let's do that. Uh, Hopefully, this thing will work now. We are live, and let's see how this works. So, we have another comment. Says civil engineer says, I'm VJ Bandari. This is my first live watching you. Hey, that's great. VJ, I'm gonna try to remember your name from now on. Of course, if you keep joining our live streams, otherwise I'll forget, right? um, but VJ, all right, I'll remember. Yeah, welcome again, VJ. We're here each Friday live, and we are the only AutoCAD channel that does their entire content live. I don't know if that's an advantage or a disadvantage because, again, all of these technical issues that we might face doing a live stream, but I like it. I love it. I like that interaction with you. Michael says, are the glasses prescribed or purchased online that filter out light? That's a good question, Mike. Um, so, to answer your question, so first I had to go to the doctor to check my eyes, right? And they did all type of tests, and they realized my eyes were good. I didn't needed glasses or something. Um, so then they suggested me to just get a regular glass that can filter out the light, as you're saying, and that's what I did. I ended up with some glasses that are somewhere over there. I don't use it, but sometimes when I'm having problems, then I use it again. But yeah, Michael. All right, let's pick a winner, guys. Hopefully this thing works. Was giving me problems. So start. I don't see the wind. Do you see it? Oh my god, why is this thing like that? Ah, since there were only two persons who participated, for that, all you had to do is go to our YouTube page. Um, and go ahead over here. It says bio. If you click that, you'll have over here that says join our free newsletter. That's one way to do it. Or if you go to any of our videos, um, you can also go on the description and it says email newsletter. So again, all you have to do is click that and just put your email, right? That way you'll receive an email from myself and you can just reply back and send me your task. All right. So yeah, thank you guys. And I'm gonna stop right here. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful rest